A very warm welcome to all the budding scientists. Today we start the first unit of class 10 physics, that is light. What is light? Light is a form of energy, the energy that enables us to see. So actually, light is an electromagnetic radiation that can travel through vacuum also at a speed of 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. That is about 3 lakh kilometers per hour. As we all know, you must have heard, studied it in the previous classes, that light travels in a straight line. That means it is also known as rectilinear propagation of light. In this diagram, you can see that the flame is visible to the eye only when all the three holes are aligned in a straight line. If we disturb this formation or if we displace any of the cards, the flame will not be visible. Why? Because light cannot bend. Light always travels in a straight line. So there are two fundamental phenomena that are connected with light, that is reflection and refraction. Reflection क्या है? जब भी लाइट किसी ओपेक ऑब्जेक्ट पे पड़ के सेम मीडियम में बाउंस बैक होती है, उसको बोलते हैं रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ लाइट. Light falls on a opaque object, and if it is not absorbed or refracted, it will be bounced back. It is known as reflection. And when light enters from one transparent medium to another, there is a change in the speed of light, and due to which its direction also changes. That is, it bends. It changes its direction. It is called refraction of light. Now we'll have a closer look at the reflection of light. Reflection is when light falls on an object, it is not absorbed and it bounces back in the same medium. It is known as reflection of light. Reflection of light is of two types. One that is happening at a very smooth, highly polished surfaces, and the other when light falls on any rough surface. Example, highly polished glass, steel plate, etc. Here you can see that light is incident in a particular pattern and is reflected back in the same pattern. There is no change in the individual distance between the rays. This is known as regular refraction. And when light falls on a rough surface, the incident light is not reflected in a same pattern. The reflected rays follow different directions. That's why it is known as irregular reflection, or it is also known as diffused reflection. The surface of the wall, of the table, of the hand, anything that you can see is rough, and smooth surface is only highly polished steel or good quality glass. Now there are two laws which govern the reflection of light. The first, but before studying these laws, let's understand the diagram first. Here, this AB is the reflecting surface. This PO is the incident light. It is falling on the glass at point O. This point O, where the light strikes the glass surface, is known as point of incidence. Now, after falling at O, the light is reflected back along OQ, which is known as the reflected ray. Now, from the point of incidence, if we make a line perpendicular to the mirror surface AB, that is ON, it is known as normal. Angle of incidence is always calculated from the normal to the incident ray. That means the angle of incident ray and the normal, this angle is known as angle of incidence, and the angle between the reflected ray and the normal is known as angle of reflection. The first law states that the angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. The second law The incident, the normal, and the reflected rays all lie in the same plane. Suppose this is the plane in which the reflection is occurring. If we turn this plane, make it circular or cylindrical, we will not be able to see either one or all of these. Now, let's come to mirrors. What exactly is a mirror? A mirror is an object which reflects back all the light that is falling on it. Examples of mirror: you see it every day in your bathroom, in front of your dressing table, in which we look at ourselves while getting ready. That is a mirror. Now, mirror are of two types. First, plane mirror. Second, spherical mirrors. Spherical mirrors in turn are of again two types: concave mirror and convex mirror. Concave mirror is the one in which the reflecting surface is inside, and the convex mirror is that in which the reflecting surface is outside. चम्मच सबने यूज की है, तो जिस तरफ हम चम्मच में खाना रखते हैं वो सीधी साइड है, दैट represents a concave mirror, and the ulti chammach, it represents a convex mirror. Image formed in a plane mirror. जब भी हम शीशे में अपना फेस देखते हैं, अपने आप को तैयार होते हुए देखते हैं, तो हम क्या देखते हैं? हम अपनी इमेज देखते हैं, राइट? उसमें एक खास चीज होती है जो मैं आपको बाद में बताऊंगा अभी, बट फर्स्ट लेट्स स्टडी अबाउट द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ इमेज फॉर्म इन अ प्लेन मिरर. ये ऑब्जेक्ट है, ये प्लेन मिरर है. जब भी हम इमेज बनाते हैं तो ऑब्जेक्ट के एक पॉइंट से दो रेस चलाते हैं. फर्स्ट रे, इट इज फॉलिंग ऑन द मिरर नॉर्मली. Normally means the angle of incidence is 0 degree. So angle of reflection will also be 0 degree. So this ray will be retracing its path. जैसे गई है वैसे ही वापस आ जाएगी. Another ray, it's traveling obliquely and strikes the mirror at a certain angle. Here the laws of reflection will be followed, and angle of incidence and angle of reflection will be equal. So this ray will be reflected along this. But we see that these rays are actually diverging. So they will not meet really, but they will meet virtually behind the mirror at this point. So we'll see an image which is upright, straight, erect. That means head above, feet below. This is the image that is formed in the mirror. What are its characteristics? First of all, the image is as far behind as the mirror as the object is in front of it. Means मिरर के जितना आगे ऑब्जेक्ट होगा, मिरर के ठीक उतने ही पीछे इमेज बनेगी. दूसरा, द साइज ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट एंड द साइज ऑफ द इमेज आर इक्वल. ऑब्जेक्ट साइज और इमेज साइज हमेशा बराबर होंगे. करेक्ट? अंडरस्टूड? Now, this concludes the reflection in the plane mirrors. In the next section, we'll take up spherical mirrors, their properties, and the nature of image formed in them.